Hey, what's up? I'm Ashley. Thank you for watching this video. And today we're going to be talking about Servant Season 4, Episode 4, titled Boo. This is a Halloween episode, and the first thing that we see are people running around vandalizing the neighborhood and people's cars. Just because it's Halloween don't mean you got to be out here acting a fool. Get it together and act like you got some sense. Kids and adults. So then we see Cuckoo Leanne in the room talking to her mannequin mama, because you know she calls the mannequin mother. So she was like, "Mother, have you ever been afraid of yourself? Because I am." She tells her mannequin mom that she's been having these dreams where there's a black shadow moving around the house and she knows that it's her. She says, "I hurt people when I get angry. Maybe I get that from you, but the scariest part is I'm starting to like it. As a matter of fact, I'm starting to love it." Then she gets this weird, evil smile on her face. She's becoming unhinged. She's unhinged. Then we see Leanne in the room looking at old Halloween videos of herself because she loves Halloween. It's her favorite holiday, but she can't participate because she can't get out of the bed. She's crippled now thanks to Leanne. Sean was like, "Didn't they used to call you the Queen of Halloween?" And Dorothy was like, "Sean, we are both not the same people we used to be. They need to go ahead and get divorced. Just go ahead." Leanne sees Bev and Bobby in the basement looking for a last-minute costume for Jericho. So Leanne tells them those costumes belonged to Dorothy's mother, so they're not for you to touch. They changed the subject and asked her if she was dressing up tonight, and Leanne said no. Halloween is for children. They were like, "Oh, honey, no. Halloween is for you to embrace your fears and to indulge in your darkest fantasies." I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Was that a subliminal message? Was that a hint to something? Are they a part of the cult? What are they here for? So since Dorothy loves Halloween so much, Sean decides to decorate the house because he's telling Julian that he thinks that it'll make her happy. But Julian's telling him, "Nah, you just want her to like you. And as long as you and I are both Team Leanne, Dorothy's going to have nothing to do with us." And Sean's kind of shocked. He's like, "What? I'm not Team Leanne. Where you been, Sean? Because this whole time I've been seeing you be Team Leanne." Is that hold that Leanne's been having on you finally being broken? Because when is it going to break on Julian? Bev and Bobby shows Dorothy the costume that they made for Jericho, but Dorothy doesn't like it. But that is her fault because she should have gotten him one sooner. So they asked her, "What did you dress him up in last year? Maybe we can use a piece of his old costume." But Dorothy can't remember. She's on this "I can't remember" thing anymore. So even though Julian told Sean that it doesn't even matter if he decorates or not, Dorothy's still not going to like you, Sean decides to still decorate anyway. And Dorothy does seem to appreciate it. She's even telling him that he can add even more blood. And this was also the scene where Sean's neighbors was telling him how much they love him in his show. And it probably got him to thinking, wait a minute, these strangers love me, but my wife seems to not even love me no more. She don't even want to be around me no more, it seemed like. So you can tell that got him thinking. Leanne was on the security cameras watching the new neighbor move in. And you already know she thinks this man is from the cult. So after she sees this, she goes downstairs to her homeless friends and gives them Dorothy's mother's costumes after she just told Bev and Bobby to not touch them because they belong to Dorothy's mother. She knows Dorothy doesn't like those people down there, and she still gives them her mother's costumes. She does tell them that she needs these back, but still, she continues to tell them that she wants them to wear these costumes. She wants them to all be outside because the cult is after her. She told them it's because they're coming for me. They've even moved into the neighborhood. She said, "Tonight, I'm going hunting. They're good at hiding, but once I get close to them, they always reveal themselves to me. But tonight, we get to hide who we are too." She got her crew out tonight. Bev and Bobby finally gets it together and comes up with a good costume. They got Jericho dressed up as a lobster in a boiling pot, which could be a little sinister in a way because we all know how the real Jericho died in a hot car. So hot boiling water and then a hot car? Oh, Lord. They really keep playing with Jericho's life. He's just a baby. But Dorothy's still over here stuck on the fact that she can't remember anything. She can't remember a huge portion of her life. The nurses are telling her that she doesn't have anything to worry about and that it's a part of being older, and they forget a lot too. But come on now, y'all got a big old age gap. With y'all Dorothy's age forgetting as much as Dorothy's forgetting right now? Sean comes in and interrupts to let Dorothy know that he's taking Jericho out to trick or treat now. Him and Jericho has matching outfits. He's the chef and Jericho is unfortunately the feast. We see Leanne getting ready to roam the streets. She says she's a doll, but the girl looks like a clown. So now, as soon as Sean and Jericho leaves the house, Sean thinks he sees Uncle George. And he does, but he blows it off. I guess he's like, nah, I'm tripping because Uncle George dead. But he's not. He's right there, dressed up as a ghost. Leanne is looking like a creep, standing behind Julian, and she tells him that she's about to go out. He told her, I don't want you to go by yourself. I'll go with you after I hand out this candy. She said, I don't need you to go with me. So after that is when trick-or-treaters came to the door, and Leanne was being weird, grabbing the kids and scaring them, talking about, you like candy? You're gonna turn into a fat little worm. A worm? What, girl? You for sure don't know nothing about Halloween. Julian said, what's wrong with you? You're supposed to scare them in a PG way, not make them have to go to therapy. So Julian goes to get more candy. And while he's doing that, the doorbell rings again, and it's Toby. Toby was trying to hang out with Leanne, but Leanne's been trying to get rid of Toby since he rang that doorbell. She said, I have things I need to do. I need to be by myself tonight. But Toby was begging. He was like, let me hang out with you. He wasn't taking no for an answer. So she was like, okay, but only for a little while. And she meant what she said, because after they went to the first house together and she figured out that they wasn't a part of the cult, that they were just new normal neighbors, she told Toby, there's things I need to do and I can't do them while you're around. So she left him standing on the street, and then that's when someone dressed up in the same costume as Toby started following Leanne around, and Leanne thought it was Toby the whole time. She goes to the second house and she barges her way in. The man was like, hold up, what you doing? What you doing in my house? You have the wrong person. He was too calm for me. And because he was so calm, I feel like something's up with that. So since the man didn't try to attack her or reveal himself to her, she's like, he can't be a part of the cult because they always end up revealing themselves to me. So after she goes inside of this second house, she's still being followed by someone she thinks is Toby, but then she soon realizes that it's not Toby. She thinks that it's someone from the cult. So she goes crazy on them. They get beat up. She breaks this person's arm and then takes the mask off and sees that it's just a little boy, a teenage boy trying to scare her. He said, I was just trying to scare you, but now you got a broken arm. You don't be playing games like that. Now you're running away screaming mom. That's what you get. Then we see Leanne's homeless friends out on the street not doing the job that Leanne told them to do. She said, protect me on these streets, dressed up in these costumes so no one will know who you are. Protect me, but nah, they out here drunk and wilding. Then we see Leanne walking down the street, and she decides to terrorize this little girl just because she said boo. She said, are you scared? What about now? If I was that little girl, I'ma kick you and run. I don't know that I'm messing with Looney Leanne, but I guess I'll have to figure that out. But I'm going to kick you and run. And I'm going to yell, Mom! Mom! Don't be playing with me. So after Leanne terrorizes this little girl, she makes the wires in the neighborhood go crazy. Electricity is going ham. It's going everywhere. Why you want to do that for, Leanne? So then we see George and Roscoe having a conversation. Roscoe says they've all gone crazy. So George tells him that's because her ideas are spreading into others, even the children. I'm worried that we've waited too long to try to stop her. So Roscoe's like, if this plan doesn't work and she finds out about all this, then she could take down me and my kids. George said, if she wins, then there will be no world for your kids to live in. It would be chaos. The city will fall, and that's only the beginning. We need you. You've been the one that's kept us close to this family. And the family is the only way that we can reach her. Certain pieces has already been put in place, and even the Turners are willing to help us. So who you been talking to? Which family member have you been talking to? Sean, Julian, Dorothy, the nurses, even though they're not family. What plan is in place to take down Leanne? So anyway, we see Leanne walking in the house after she done terrorized the neighborhood. Sean tells her, I owe you everything, and I know that. And I'm so grateful. But if it means losing my family, I don't want it. Dorothy said, Sean, you already made your choice. So be an adult and deal with the consequences. And she got up off that couch and left him sitting there. So after that is when Sean wakes Dorothy up and tells her that he never meant to make a choice. I'm prepared to do whatever it takes to get rid of Leanne. I'm with you now. But why now and not in the beginning? And my question is, does Dorothy know what this man is talking about? Because she's looking at him like she don't know what he's talking about. Did she forget that she don't like Leanne? Y'all think she forgot that too? But let me know what you thought about this episode in the comments so we can talk about it. And if you haven't already and want to see more videos like this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one.